Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mark, first of all, for doing this. It's amazing to be here and be part of a fraternity of athletes that I've known about that began a history here at LNCC, and I got to be a part of that for a little while and went beyond. And to be honored with you here tonight is just amazing. And I just hope that we go beyond this and honor others in the years to come together. First of all, forgive me for this hat I've got on tonight. I was at a golf tournament over today, and Acres for Hope is an organization here in Dallas that has horses. They have a bunch of horses there, and they're working with kids' mental health by bringing them in for free and allowing them to groom horses and eventually learn how to ride them. And great fundraiser for that today, and a lot of fun, but I had to wear that hat. And we don't want to hat hats. I don't think we want to do that. Carol, it's great to see you. It's been a while. Great to see you again. Carrie, your fellow educators, and you've got partners with you later on, I think. Great to see some of the people that I hadn't seen in a long time tonight. I'm very thankful for that. And of course, Tim Wright, fellow athlete, young man from LBCC, one of the most amazing athletes. I say this all the time. To be that good and pull off the end of the path on the same year is beyond whatever. I mean, the world's greatest athlete definitely is that kind of person. I've been around Michael Jordan and Bo Jackson and Herschel Walker and guys like that, and they have no clue what Tim Wright was able to do as a captain and pole vaulter. So again, great to see you again tonight, Tim. LBCC, I attended for one semester. I was here a very short time, but I was at a time of my life where I really needed a shelf. I needed a place to catch me because academically I was getting excited to be a student, to work on becoming something in my future academically. And I'd spent a year at Western Oregon State College, and it's Western Oregon State University, it's that far back. I was there 1 year. I couldn't afford to go back. It was kind of expensive. I had a great year as an athlete in football and was a track athlete, but I couldn't afford to go back. And I wanted to do a sport to continue in education. And LBCC does that for kids. It's a place where in all the cases, it's a place where kids can just come get back into academics and find coaches and teachers that really understand where they're at, if they're going to be moving on to another level. And I really needed that. I ran into this guy, Babe, that was an amazing coach and was one of those people that are one of the cornerstones in my life that led to me being that guy that saw do commercials and become an Olympic medalist. And I ran into Dave my senior year in high school. I just moved to Oregon from Montana, and I went out to football and did track. I'd never done football or track before. It was senior year, and I was a hurdler, and I was a high jumper, and I did a few events. And Dave said, "You should come to LBCC and be a captain." He said, "Do the captain." And as he said that, I thought he said marathon. I honestly thought, I said, "Coach, I'm a hurdler, I'm a high jumper, I ran my relay, and be captain of marathon." And he mentioned Bruce Jenner, who won the Olympic gold medal in 1976. I only knew Jenner as the guy on chips. I mean, he was the movie star guy. So Dave was the first person to mention the decathlon word to me that went on to be the center of my life, and went on to win Olympic medals. And without that mention, it wouldn't have happened. I think Dave Blakely was one of those people that were a master educator. He was one of those people that looked at you and you could see yourself through his eyes. He had this vision of track and field. He loved coaching track and field. He loved teaching. He loved being an educator and around kids. And I could see myself. You could be great someday. You could do the decathlon. Once I figured out what it was. And I could see myself. I could see through his love what he did. I could see myself and could believe in myself. And again, without LBCC and without coaches like that, my future would have been the things that we saw in the introduction. I should mention Dick McLean as well. I mean, Dick is here too, and Greg Hawk. We started here together, and when I was here in '83, we were here together. And it's one of those things where, again, I needed adults, I needed coaches, I needed people that were out there that really loved what they did and loved what they were doing with kids. And Dick McLean, again, I saw myself from your eyes too, and the spiritual side that I knew was there. I was a young Christian at the time, trying to figure out where I was going spiritually. Dick was one of those guys in my life, and Greg as well. So I did. Did you put up that jacket here for a second? The jacket. I'm going to donate this track. I don't think there's a track and field. Have you seen anything like this around? Mark, you have one of these? You don't have one of these anywhere here. So I want to make sure. I mean, there used to be a track out there. I don't know if you guys know. There used to be a track out there, and it's this is the old. I kept this way back when. But I'm going to donate this thing. It's one of those things that I've kept. And, you know, when I see it, it especially reminds me of Dave. It reminds me of people in my life. But to have it here, when I disappear to see it somewhere, will be strong for me as well. So, again, thank you, coaches and staff. I met someone came up to me that was one of the secretaries back in those times when I was there, was here, and she mentioned that I was one of the secretaries. The secretaries kept us organized. Dave, I mean, everybody was trying to stay organized, teaching all these kids. It was the secretaries, the staff that kept us organized and kept things going, or we'd have been lost. So thank you, all the staff that were here back then as well that kept us going. Because I was going to need that kind of an example. I was going to need those kinds of leaders in my life to lead LBCC and go on into my future and be able to become that guy that we saw in the intro. I was going to need some kind of a strong vision of seeing myself through others' eyes over and over again. You know, I ran into some amazing coaches through the years, and I remember these coaches and these people here sometimes the most. And it's, I think what I learned most was there's a face value that we see on television, the media, and everything. There's a face value to that. But what we're teaching kids and what I'm an educator today, we're trying to teach them to have beyond face value. What's the core meaning behind you that's going to always be there for you, and how others can help you remember that is an amazing thing. And so I learned that from LBCC. I learned to be that kind of a person for those people that were mentors and master teachers. And Dave was one of those. So all those experiences helped me in places where I was going to need a lot of don't quit, work hard, believe in yourself, and have a bigger reason than myself to do that. And to go through the levels I think I went into. I had to have something more than just myself to think about. And that's, again, empowered me to do that. And for tonight, I thought I'd share one major story that happened as I competed at the 1992 Olympic Games and won the bronze medal. But as I competed that year, won the bronze medal, I had a broken bone in my foot. I had a fracture in the navicular bone as I competed. And it was very painful. It developed during the Olympic trials. I broke the American record again at the trials and showed up at the games with a broken foot where doctors said, okay, that bone's going to continue to break. It's going to cause structural damage throughout your whole foot, and you're not going to be able to walk normally again. And they said, don't go. And through prayer, and I was focused spiritually through the years, through prayer and coaches, people that encouraged me, I decided to go to the Olympics. And one area that was just a pinnacle of my life, where it brings me to this moment right now, because without that moment at the Olympics and knowing what we know about each other now, I wouldn't have been able to finish the Olympic Games in 1992. It's the pole vault, and Tim and I know the vault is an event that you've got to be at your best. You're running down with 6 feet of fiberglass in your hand, running as fast as you can, and you stick it in a hole in the ground, and all that energy goes into the pole and throws you up in the air. And I had a broken bone. I couldn't warm up. I mean, Tim knows you got to warm up a lot. You got to get your brain ready for the possibility of dying if you don't make it to the soft pass. Again, broken bone in my foot, and I couldn't warm up, so I stepped up to that event. And up until that event, I was in probably 10th place. somewhere in that range. The pole is the 8th event of the decathlon. And I stepped up and I picked the pole up. My first attempt, I came in low at 15 feet, but I didn't want to know height. That already happened there. Yeah, Brian, I didn't have a team. But, so I picked up the pole, and all I had going for me was I was all alone. I mean, usually you have coaches around somebody to encourage you. And in this moment, I was by myself. And I lifted up the pole. I was at the Olympics, cheers were going on, and I couldn't go. I couldn't move. I picked my smallest pole to jump on, and I was thinking, there's no way I'm going to be able to get enough speed to make it to the soft pads. I was going to break my neck, too, and have to still compete at the Olympics with a broken neck and a broken foot. And again, all these visions came into my mind. And what stopped me from thinking so negatively and wanting to quit, thinking the worst in this situation with people, or this situation, remembering Dave Baker, remembering Dick McClain, people that would see the best in me no matter what was going on. I suddenly saw those people, and I could see myself, again, through their eyes, not giving up, and at least giving the best I could. I could see Tim Bright, yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal you should shoot for. I mean, I was thinking all these things that would encourage me to not give up, and it was people that made me take that next step. The last thing I thought about in that situation was in the spiritual side as well. I thought about Jesus Christ, dying on the cross for me, and that through that I had an opportunity just to do anything in my life. And I remember being thankful for that. And again, I started praying, and so when God on the cross for me, I can do this. And then but Lord, I don't want to die on this thing. Again, this negativity. And then again, I had 30 seconds left to jump. True story, I'm praying, and I can see Christ carrying the cross like a football, and he was running with it. And he had a crown of thorns and blood in his eyes, and people doing things to him as he's running, but he didn't give up. He gave everything he could. And specifically for me, he put the cross in the ground and took the phone and died for me. And so as I'm about ready to just not do this at all, I'm thinking, oh no, I got to do it now. I mean, specifically, the Lord shows us ways that he guides for us. He really does. That he did things for us so that we can take the next step. And I teach kids every day, not spiritually, but to take that next step. Don't give up. There's things that will change as you take these steps. For me, encouraged to go and went on. I made the first hike, and I made many hikes up to 16.8. My best was 17.4. So throughout the competition, I lost a lot of points and was fortunate to be on his list to win the bronze. But pinnacle time in my life was when it was the worst, and I was going to quit. But I could remember Dave Baker, I could remember Dick McClain, Greg Hahn, all the past great athletes in LBCC that had been through this possibly before, and I was encouraged to not give up. So I'd like to thank you for this award. It means a lot. It really does. And as I continue to be an educator here in the state of Oregon and work with special education, I'm going to get a master's in special ed after I finish as an athlete. And again, it's an honor to be out there helping your kids. Thank you very much.